Good morning. We are now live. Over to you, Chairman, sir.
Good morning, dear members. I, P. Pradeep Kumar, Chairman of the Board of Directors of the Karnataka Bank Limited, welcome you all to this 101st Annual General Meeting being held through video conference from the registered and head office Mangalore, which is being held in accordance with the Companies Act 2013 and guidelines issued by the Ministry of Corporate Affairs and SEBI. I have ascertained from the video conference facility provider NSDL that we have the requisite quorum present through video conference to conduct the proceedings of this meeting, and all the members attending this meeting through video conference are considered for the purpose of quorum as per circulars issued by MCA and section 113 of the Companies Act, and therefore I call this meeting to order. Before I take up the agenda items for discussion, I wish to state that in accordance with the extant circulars issued by the Ministry of Corporate Affairs and SEBI, the bank had sent notice of the 101st Annual General Meeting together with Integrated Annual Report 2024-25 through electronic mode to those members whose email addresses are registered with the bank and depositories, and therefore there was no dispatch of physical copy of annual report to any shareholder this time unless specifically requested for. Further, as this meeting is held through video conference, there will be no show of hands and no physical poll for voting purpose. The mode of voting is e-voting. As the notice has already been circulated to all the members, I take the notice convening the 101st Annual General Meeting as read. I am happy to welcome my fellow directors on the board, and let me now introduce them to all of you. I have joined this meeting from the bank's registered and head office, Mangaluru, accompanied by Mr. Raghavendra S. Bhatt, MD and CEO of the bank, Mr. B.R. Ashok, Non-Executive, Non-Independent Director, Mr. Jeevan Das Narayan, Independent Director, and Mr. Balakrishna S. Alse, Independent Director, who is also the Chairman of the Stakeholders and Customer Relations Committee of the Board. Mr. Kalman J. Gurraj Acharya, Independent Director and Chairman of the Audit Committee of the Board, and Mr. Harish H.V., Independent Director, are attending this meeting through VC from the Bull Temple Road office of our bank at Bangalore. Dr. D.S. Ravindran, Independent Director, has sought leave of absence from the meeting due to personal exigencies. Mrs. Uma Shankar, Independent Director and Chairman of the Nomination Remuneration Committee, is attending the meeting through VC from Bengaluru. The senior management team of the bank have also joined the meeting from the registered and head office, Mangaluru. Mr. Vijay Kumar P.H., Chief Financial Officer, Mr. Shyam K., Company Secretary. All other general managers and senior management have joined this meeting through video conference facility. The joint statutory auditors, Chartered Accountant Mr. Sumit Kumar, partner representing Ravi Rajan & Co. LLP, has joined the meeting through video conferencing from New Delhi, and CA Mahesh Krishnan, partner representing Mrs. RGN Price & Co., has joined the meeting through video conference from Chennai. CS Lekha Ashok, partner representing Messrs. SVJS and Associates, company secretaries, scrutinizers for the e-voting process of the AGM, and the bank's legal advocate, Mr. M.V. Shankar Bhatt, are present in the meeting from the bank's registered office at head office, Mangalore. I now request Company Secretary Shyam, Company Secretary, to provide general guidance to the members regarding participation in this meeting.
Good morning, dear members. This 101st Annual General Meeting of the Karnataka Bank Limited is being held through video conferencing relayed from the bank's registered and head office, Mangaluru, and the meeting proceedings are being recorded as well. The bank has received requests from a few members to register them as speakers at this meeting. The audio and video of such speakers will be enabled by the moderator one by one once the chairman opens the floor for questions and answers. For other shareholders, the question and answer option through chat box will also be enabled at that point of time. It may please be noted that the chairman of this meeting reserves the right to limit the number of members asking questions and also the number of questions depending on the availability of time at this annual general meeting. Further, the members who are participating in this meeting and who have not yet cast their vote on the 8 resolutions through remote e-voting will have an opportunity to cast their votes during this meeting through e-voting. Thank you very much. Over to you, Chairman, sir, for the Chairman's address.
Dear members, it gives me a great pleasure in welcoming you all for the 101st AGM of your bank, and I thank all our valued shareholders sparing your valuable time and making it convenient to attend the AGM virtually. I feel privileged to stand before you and to present the highlights of your bank's performance for the financial year 2024-25. The detailed annual report has already been made available to you, and with your kind consent, I will take it as read. Before dwelling on the performance, let me share a few thoughts on the global and Indian economy as well as the banking industry in general. Global economy. The global economy is showing modest recovery with growth projected at around 3%. Central banks like the Federal Reserve and the European Central Bank are maintaining cautious stances, holding interest rates steady while monitoring inflation trends. Meanwhile, geopolitical stability continues to remain high, coupled with the US tariff uncertainty. Indian economy. The Indian economy continues to show strong momentum with real GDP growth of 6.5% in FY 24-25, driven by strong domestic demand, employment, and improving customer sentiment. The government has introduced several policy reforms, and these changes collectively signal a resilient and forward-looking economic trajectory for India. Banking industry. India's banking industry has seen strong momentum over the past year, marked by growth in deposits, digital transformation, and financial inclusion. Overall, the banking sector remains well capitalized and resilient, with banks showing healthy asset growth and interest income. Fintech integration and AI-powered services have enhanced customer experience, and rural banking has been boosted through digital Kisan credit cards and mobile banking initiatives. Your bank's performance in 2024-25. The overall satisfactory performance of the bank is a testimony to its strength and resilience. I'd like to do a brief review of our performance in 2024-25. Total deposits stood at 1,04,807 crores as on 31/3/25, as against 97,982 crores as on 31/3/24, with a YOY growth of 6.96%. Our focus will be continued to be on growing granular deposits. Gross advances stood at 77,958 crores as on 31/3/25, as against 73,001 crore in 31/3/24, registering a growth of 6.79% over the previous year. CASA deposits stood at 33,281 crores, constituting 31.75% of the total deposits, registering a growth of 6.35% YOY basis. Earnings and income. Net profit stood at 1,272.37 crores for the year ended 31/3/25, while the operating profit stood at 1,827.04 crores. Total income of the bank stood at 10,283.12 crores as on 31/3/25, registering a growth of 6.92% of the previous year. Key operating ratio, CAR stood at 19.85% as on 31/3/25, an increase of 185 basis points, which is much higher than the regulatory requirement of 11.5%. Provision coverage ratio, PCR, stood at 81.42% as on 31/3/25. GNPA and NNPA was further moderated and stood at 3.08% and 1.31% respectively. The bank is determined to reduce it further in the coming years. Dividend. I am pleased to inform that considering the overall performance of the bank and also other factors, the Board of Directors has recommended a dividend of 5 rupees per share, that is 50%, for the year ended 31st March 2025. On your approval, arrangements will be made for its immediate payment. Capital and reserves. The share capital of the bank stood at 377.95 crores and total reserves stood at 11,707.37 crores. Earnings per share stood at 33.69 basic and rupees 33.61 diluted for the year ended 31/3/25. Book value per share stood at rupees 319.77 as on 31/3/25, as against 287.57 in the previous year, that is at 31/3/24. Corporate governance. As at 31/3/25, your bank's board comprised of 11 directors with one woman director. Among the non-executive directors, all are independent directors except one director. There were no changes in the board composition during the year under report. However, Justice A.V. Chandrasekhar, independent director, has completed his tenure on 18/8/2025. The strength of the directors on the board satisfies the provision of the concerned regulation or act. After the balance sheet date, there were some significant leadership changes within the organization. The then MD and CEO and executive director have demitted their office. The board has quickly appointed a seasoned banker, Sri Raghavendra S. Bhatt, as an interim CEO, and he took charge on 16/7/2025. Though the changes were unanticipated, I want to reassure you all that the board has taken swift steps to ensure stability and continuity of operations. Your bank's growth plan is intact and there is no compromise either on the corporate governance or on our quality of growth saga. The bank places its appreciation for the contribution made by the then MD and CEO, ED, and also the independent director, Justice A.V. Chandrasekhar, for the growth of the bank during their time with us. Let me emphasize again that our strategy remains clear, our financial positions and fundamentals remain strong, and our focus on delivering long-term value remains unchanged. The bank is adequately capitalized to ensure growth. The transition, while unexpected, will bring with it a fresh energy and perspective which only further strengthens our determination. During the year under report, a total number of 31 new branches were opened and 18 branches were shifted to new premises. As on 31/3/25, the total branch network stood at 952, including 2 digital banking units and one extension counter and 1,516 ATMs and cash recyclers. During the year under report, your bank added 39 ATM bar mini lobbies. Your bank is also having 4 Digi centers and 1 Digi branch at Bangalore. Your bank will continue to expand its physical presence based on the business potential apart from building strong digital delivery channels. Priority sector advances. Priority sector advances of the bank stood at rupees 37,569 crores as on 31st March 25, constituting 43.51% of the adjusted net bank credit. Credit to agricultural sector, including eligible deposits and RIDF, stood at 16,614.37 crores, constituting 19.24% of the ANBC during the FY year 25. Further, your bank is working with a focused attention on the weaker section, small and marginal farmers, etc. Risk management and compliance. The bank has a robust risk management system in place. In compliance with the RBI guidelines, your bank periodically continues to strengthen various risk management systems that includes policies, tools, techniques, and other monitoring mechanisms. A board-level committee, that is the Risk and Capital Management Committee, reviews the risk profile, evaluates and develops policies and strategies periodically for its effective management. Your bank attaches highest importance to the compliance across all aspects of banking. A separate compliance department HO is supervising the compliance functions, and compliance officers have been nominated at all the ROs and branches of the bank to closely monitor compliance functions. Investor Relations Cell, to maintain continuous engagement with stakeholders and to ensure timely dissemination of corporate information, our Investor Relations Cell proactively shares updates. Bank has also arranged for intimations to those shareholders who are still holding shares in physical form to update their KYC and nomination. Gentle reminders are also being sent regularly to shareholders to claim pending dividends at the earliest to prevent transfer of the same to IEPF, that is the Investor Education and Protection Fund. Awards and accolades. During the year under review, your bank has won a record number of 12 prestigious awards. Awards under various categories, including a highest ever 6 awards from Indian Banks Association, Mumbai. The details of the award are furnished in the annual report in page number 137 for your kind perusal. Transformation initiatives. Your bank has continued transformation initiatives under various segments, particularly on the IT front. Your bank has invested a substantial amount of capex in building state-of-the-art technology and in also further strengthening DCOE and ACOE initiatives. In the last financial year, your bank has introduced around 20 new products. Having an extensive product suite will help us greatly increase our share of the customer's wallet. Bank will continue to focus on improving various products, especially on the retail and small business segments, to expand our reach. Human resources management. The bank encourages its employees to engage in continuous learning for upskilling their capabilities as a capacity building initiative. Training is being provided at our ISO 9001-2015 certified staff training college and also by deputing to other prestigious training institutions such as SIB STC, CAB RBI, IDRBT, FEDI, CAFRAL, etc. A total number of 5,858 staff members, that is 66.95% of total staff, have undergone training by workshop and seminars during the reporting year. Corporate Social Responsibility, CSR. Over the years, your bank's contribution under CSR has generated a positive social impact in various sections of the society and the results are encouraging. During the year under report, your bank had sanctioned a sum of 24.67 crores covering 250 projects under its CSR initiatives. Tribute to its founder. Your bank is organizing Founders' Day lecture on February 18th of every year to pay tribute to the founding fathers of the bank. This year too, on February 18, 2025, the bank had its Founders' Day celebration at its registered head office in Mangalore. We promise to keep the vision, thoughts, and values of our founders alive in our hearts and through our work always. Future outlook. Having overcome the challenges and determined to stay as a forward-looking organization, your bank is taking all necessary steps to enhance the trust it has created over a century and build firmly on the pillar of trust and transparency with good governance at all levels. I must say I am highly motivated by the efforts put in by our employees to deliver our commitment to the stakeholders even during difficult times. We will strive hard to see our bank perform well and stay relevant always. Acknowledgement. I'd like to close by expressing my heartfelt gratitude to my colleagues on the board for their cooperation and continued support in maintaining the highest standards of corporate governance and professionalism in running the bank. I also thankfully acknowledge the continuous guidance and support from the Reserve Bank of India, Indian Banks Association, SEBI, stock exchanges, RIDI, PFRDA, and other regulatory statutory bodies and various state governments. I would also like to express my gratitude to MD and CEO, senior management team, and all staff members, our recognized unions, AIKBEA and KBOO, for their continued support. My special thanks to all our shareholders and investors for being with us through a period of challenge and change, reposing your continued faith and support. My heartfelt thanks to all our valued customers, well-wishers, channel partners, press, vendors, and each and everyone in our entire ecosystem. Thank you. May I now request the Managing Director and CEO to provide a summary guidance of the auditor's report.
Thank you, sir. The joint statutory auditors in their audit report for the financial year 2024 or 25 have expressed unaudited unmodified opinion. The joint statutory auditors report on the financial statements is available at page number 310 of the integrated annual report 2024-25. The secretarial auditor's report is available at page number 229 of the integrated annual report 2024-25. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Raghavendra Bhatt. We now take up the agenda as set forth in the notice. There are 8 items of business proposed in the notice, of which 6 are ordinary resolutions and 2 are special resolutions. With this, I will now proceed with the following agenda. Item number 1 of the notice, ordinary resolution, adoption of financial statements. The audited standalone and consolidated financial statements of the bank for the financial year ended 31/3/2025, along with the report of the Board of Directors and statutory audits thereon, have already been provided to the members. Item number 2 of the notice, ordinary resolution, declaration of dividend. The Board of Directors of the bank has recommended a dividend of ₹5 per equity share, that is 50% on the paid up capital, and the resolution is placed for declaration of the said dividend by the members for the year 2024-25. Item number 3 of the notice, ordinary resolution, reappointment of Mr. B.R. Ashok, non-executive, non-independent director of the bank, who retires by rotation and being eligible, offers himself for reappointment. Item number 4 of the notice, ordinary resolution, appointment of joint statutory auditors of the bank, and fixation of their remuneration. The board has recommended the appointment of Mrs. Ravi Rajan and Co. LLP, Chartered Accountants, New Delhi, and Mrs. RGN Price and Co., Chartered Accountants, Chennai, jointly as a statutory auditor of the bank to hold office from the conclusion of this 101st annual general meeting until the conclusion of the 102nd annual general meeting and 103rd annual general meeting respectively, and to fix their remuneration. I wish to state here that the Reserve Bank of India has already granted approval by letter dated 18/7/2025 for their appointment. Item 5 of the notice, ordinary resolution, appointment of secretarial auditors of the bank and fixing of their remuneration. The board has recommended the appointment of Messrs. SVJS and Associates, Company Secretaries, Bangalore, as the secretarial auditors of the bank for a period of 5 consecutive years from the financial year 25-26 to 29-30 to conduct secretarial audit of the bank and furnish the report thereon and to fix their remuneration. Item number 6, special resolution, amendment to the articles of association of the bank. The text of the resolution, along with amended articles, along with the explanatory statement, has already been provided in the notice circulated to the members. Item number 7 of the notice, ordinary resolution, appointment of Mr. Raghavendra Srinivas Bhatt, DIN 111-65725, as the Managing Director and CEO of the bank. The text of the resolution, along with explanatory statement, is provided in the notice circulated to the members. Item number 8 of the notice, special resolution, reappointment of Mrs. Uma Shankar, DIN 07165728, as a non-executive independent director of the bank. The text of the resolution, along with the explanatory statement, is provided in the notice circulated to the members. May I now request the moderator of the VC to enable the speakers one by one and enable the Q&A chat box option. I request the shareholders to mention your name, folio number or demat account number and the location from where you have joined. In the interest of time, please keep your questions short and to the point. To avoid repetition of answers to similar questions asked by the members, answers to all the questions will be provided at once. Members may also note the bank reserves the right to limit the number of members asking questions and also number of questions depending on the availability of time.
Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now begin the question and answer session. I now request Unmesh Kantilal Shah to please accept the prompt on his screen. Mr. Shah, please turn on your webcam, unmute yourself and go ahead with your question, please. Yeah, please
Yes.
unmute. Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah. Sir, can you hear me, sir? Can you hear
Can
me?
hear you. Please go ahead, Mr. Shah.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you very much, Chairman, sir, Managing Director, distinguished Board of Directors, and everyone participating for this AGM. Thank you very much for this opportunity to me to speak to you and to be as a speaker. My name is Unmesh Kantilal Shah. I am from Mumbai. My folio number is IN 300295125639090. Sir, let me first congratulate to Mr. Bhatt for being promoted because he was already in the bank for so many years, as we know, to be at this position, MD and CEO. And I'm very confident that this more than a century, this bank, which has withered so many ups and downs and record of dividend paying, and I'm sure that he will do the same growth and target whatever is targeted growth, he will achieve this. So that is so. Let me congratulate him. I voted for all resolutions, sir, and that also let me tell you that, and I voted in favor. Further, thank you very much for the dividend, which is a record of our bank to be always dividend paying. You are paid for 5 rupees dividend. That is another thing. Also, I must thank the Secretary of the Department, Sham and his team, Anand and other people, especially, and other people also to be very helpful, cooperative, and anytime helping to be, ready to help for any other difficulties. But sir, only one thing mentioned, this operator chorus. Yesterday also they spoke, today also, but if the link is not working, I had a lot of difficulty in joining. This is the first time having in your bank. Please make a note of it. So next time, should not be repeat. And because of Mr. Anand, I'm able to join. I'm personally, specially thank him for, somehow, getting connected and express my views for this AGM. Now, let me come to my question, sir. The first thing is that what I find the last quarter result is no doubt you have already been explanation is there that profitability has fallen, but there is a refund of some 100 crores or 90 crores or whatever maybe for the IT. So I can understand. But the NPAs are definitely out of the line, and we have an esteem board and distinguished board. I'm sure that you are working, but when you see the peers, those. NPS, I think on the higher line from 1.4 or so, if it can be brought down to zero point 0.9 or zero point 0.8, it will be very nice. And I think the board is working. Sri Bhatt must have been in his this thing. He must be focused on that, and he will. But this is just my concern about it. I'm just expressing. Second thing, sir, what I understand, we are invested a lot of digital investment in this. Last year. So can you some throw guidance on how what are the new products we are planning to be launching this year, if it can possible? And third thing, what is the guidance of this bank for the subsequent quarters this year? How will you look at it because of this turmoil in this global environment, as everyone knows? And finally, can you also throw light on the net interest margin NIM, if possible, sir? I will be very thankful to you on all those subjects which can be answered. And once again, thankful to your secretary department for all the help, to give me to join this meeting. Otherwise, today not going possible for me. Thank you very much, sir. And I'll finish my question. Thank you very much, Chairman and C. But
Shah.
Thank you. I now request our next speaker shareholder Tippeswamy Yashwant Kumar to please accept the prompt on his screen. Please turn on your webcam, unmute yourself and go ahead with your question, please.
Yeah, am I audible?
Yes, please go ahead.
Yeah, hi. Good afternoon, Mr. Bhatt and Mr. Pradeep. Thank you for the opportunity given as a speaker. So, my question, yeah, we have had the transformation journey, all of it, from quite some time. Now, I see that the operating profits has been flat, and it's because of the operating expenses which has gone up by 300 crores. And if we dig into details of it, so there are about 200 crores which have been made as a payment for employees. And I understand that it is part of it is because of the lateral hires that we wanted to do. And then, by looking at the latest results, that it becomes quite obvious that it is not resulting in any of the business or profits or improving the asset quality. So, could you please throw some light on that, or please justify, like, what was the reason? So second question on the same line about the operating expenses. So I look at the Schedule 16, which has been mentioned in the annual report. So there are about 100 crores which have been gone up in terms of repairs, maintenance, and postage. Telephones are up by 5 crores, and then maintenance is up by 45 crores. So to sum up to it, it is like 100 crores up, excluding the provisions that have been made towards the employees. So I would want to know the reason why. I mean, because we just increased about 30 branches, and then there is a shoot up about 100 crores. So that is one more question. And coming back to the asset quality concern, we have been handling this, and we've been talking about this from at least, if I'm not wrong, about 6 7 years back on, and we are still stuck there. And I know that we have been reallocating our advances towards the RAM vertical, and then we are reducing the exposure towards the corporate. And we would want to, I understand that we are addressing one such a problem, giving it to the corporates. Now the question with the latest results which comes up is the asset quality with respect to MSME. So how are we planning to address that? So that is one more question. And the third question, the fourth question, technically, so is, what was the strategy behind, raising the capital that, when we wanted to do a reallocation of the portfolio, advances in the portfolio, what was the reason for raising the capital? Because looking at the CRAR at 16%, which is very comfortably above the RBI guidelines of 11%, and it just diluted the stakeholders value out there. So I don't understand the reason why we had to do that, because it did not, we did not use that money for growth of our advances, and we just paid off couple of if I'm not wrong, about 300 crores of debt. So which we could have we could have done it with the profits that we are making, because we did not announce anything great in terms of 100th year dividends. We just about did 5.5, which was very much equivalent or closer to the previous years. So that was, that is one more question. One more question. And coming back to the final question that I have is with respect to the profits. So if we look at the profits, it's just about the other income is where we are mostly dependent on the profit side, because if you look at the financing profits, it's more or less like not improving whatsoever. I understand that it is completely because of the asset quality. So how are we going to improve, and when can we expect the financing profits to improve? Yeah, those are the questions that I have. And I once again thank you for the opportunity given, and all the very best, Mr. Butt and other board members. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. I now invite our next speaker shareholder, Ramakrishna TN, to please accept the prompt on his screen. Mr. Ramakrishna, please turn on your webcam, unmute yourself, and go ahead with your question, please. Mr. Ramakrishna, I've given you the prompt to unmute. Kindly accept it. Mr. Ramakrishna, you're still on mute, sir. Kindly unmute.
Yeah,
Yes.
unmute. Huh?
Yes,
Okay.
please go
I
ahead.
can speak. Yeah, thank you very much. I am TN Ramakrishna. I'm a shareholder of the bank, and my demat account number is 120-652-000-0029-160. We congratulate and welcome our new managing director and CEO, and we hope that the bank will cherish very well and see much higher financial results in the years to come, as well as the quarter-on-quarter growth will be there. For all the expectations of the shareholders and other stakeholders, the main aspect is the reduction of the NPA levels, and we do hope that our management will continuously evolve formulas and strategies to reduce the NPA level at gross level, and which should definitely decrease by at the net level also, which will give an answer to all the queries and anxiety and concerns of all the stakeholders. And I wish and hope and trust that our management will be proactive in handling the NPS and speed fastest possible recoveries of the NPA accounts. This is the only question I got. And once again, I thank the management for giving me an opportunity. And I do got a one request where, as a part of our national building, I get an NGO where we are working to create awareness about the unsung heroes of our freedom movement. Because of whose sacrifices today we are in a great position as a country and as a nation, as a citizens of the country. So I request our bank management, as they were supporting us in the past, to support the rightful cause which I have taken up. Thank you. Jai Hind, sir.
Thank you. Our next speaker shareholder, Prakash Honaya Madivil, has registered, however not joined for the meeting. I now request Celestine Elizabeth Mascarenhas to please accept the prompt on the screen. Ms. Mascarenhas, please turn on your webcam, unmute yourself and go ahead with your question, please.
We have made all efforts feasible under the current. Hello, am I
Yes.
audible?
Yes. Please go
Yes,
ahead.
thank you very much. Respected Chairman, Mr. Pradeep Kumar, MD and CEO, RS Bhatt, other esteemed dignitaries on the board. My name is Mrs. C.E. Mascarenhas. I am speaking from Mumbai. First of all, actually, our annual should be little early, not in this last week. So many meetings at one time, we cannot remain for the answers. And just note it for the future. I thank the company secretary and the team for sending me an annual report, also registering me as a speaker and giving me this platform to speak. Our annual report is full of information, facts, and figures, at the same time adhering to all the norms of corporate governance. I congratulate you for all the awards and accolades as they are in the annual report. Good CSR work. ESG and sustainability reports are also good. Now I come to the query. I'll just ask very few. With the rate of interest brought down by RBI, has our NIM improved? My second question is expenditure on AI, Gen AI, and other IT tools and the security spending. Do we give loans on gold, silver? What is the ticket size? I would like to know the percentage of the loans to financial inclusions to the total advance book. Um, uh, what is the future roadmap for the next 5 years? Where do you see our bank to go? With this, I thank you very much for giving me an opportunity to speak. And as this is Dasara season, Navratri, I think there should be celebration for at least the speaker shareholders. I at least, and on behalf of other speakers, I look out for that. With this, thank you very much. May God bless our company, our bank. May it grow from strength to strength. And I specially wish you all very good health. The entire team of Karnataka Bank, very good health because health is well. With this, thank you very much and Namasakaram.
Thank you. Our next two speaker shareholders, Praful Chawda and Jaideep Bakshi, have registered, however not joined for the meeting. I now invite Prakashini Shenoy to please accept the prompt on the screen.
Am I audible?
And yes, you are.
Thank you, madam. I'm Prakashini Ganesh Chanoy from Bombay. Respected Honorable Chairman, Mr. Pradeep Kumarji, other dignitaries on the board, and my fellow shareholders, good afternoon to all of you. I received the AGM report well in time, which is colorful, informative, transparent, and contains all the information as per the corporate governance. I thank the Secretarial Department, especially Mr. Anand, for the same. And just now he phoned me and he asked me, gave me the link again, and without which I won't be in a position to speak. Thank you, Mr. Anand. Congratulations, Raghavendra Bhattji, for CFO's post, and welcome you. The chairman has given a beautiful picture regarding the bank and its working in all parameters. Thank you, Chairman, sir. At the outset, I'm thankful to the board for recommending dividends for the financial year 24-25. I'm also glad to state that the bank is doing extraordinary work in respect of CSR activities. Congratulations to one and all for various awards which the bank has got. This shows the hard work and sincerity of each and every staff. Now my questions. So my first question is, what initiative taken for revenue mobilization in deposits, loan, lending, etc., in order to increase the profitability? And my next question is, with the change in customer preference for digital services, what initiative taken for technological upgradation? And my last question is, with the increase in security risk in cyber attack and data, etc., what safeguard taken by our bank to protect the customer's financial position? And last question is, what is the attrition rate? So last but not the least, Chairman, sir, please continue with VC so that people all over will have an opportunity to express their views. For example, I'm from Bombay. I've got an opportunity to speak. I wish the bank good luck for a bright future and pray God that the profit of the bank shall reach the peak in due course. Sir, I strongly and wholeheartedly support all the resolutions put forth in today's meeting. Thank you, Chairman, sir.
Thank you. I now invite Mr. Vinod Agarwal to please accept the prompt on his screen. Mr. Agarwal, please turn on your webcam, unmute yourself and go ahead with your question, please.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yeah, my only query is that the RBI has
Sir,
been
I'm sorry. There's a lot of
lowering
background
repo rate.
noise. Mr.
What will be
Agarwal?
the effect on
Mr.
the
Agarwal, I'm sorry to
lending
interrupt
cost?
you.
Because they both come down when the repo rates come down. The borrowing cost will come down, the lending rate will come down, and that may affect our NIMs. And when NIMs are affected, the profitability, if they are positive, it can increase the profitability of our bank. And if they go down, the NIM can go down, then it can affect on the negative way the profitability of bank. So what is your opinion on this? I'd like to know. Thanking you. Signing off, Vinod Agar from Mumbai.
Thank you. Our next speaker shareholder, Jehangir Batiwala and Dipayan Pradhan have registered, however not joined for the meeting. I now invite Rishikesh Chopra to please accept the prompt on his screen. Mr. Chopra, please turn on your webcam, unmute yourself and go ahead with your question, please.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are. Please go ahead.
Thank you very much. राम राम जी। मैं ऋषिकेश चोपड़ा दिल्ली एनसीआर गाजियाबाद से बोल रहा हूँ। मैं कंपनी सचिव और पूरे सचिवालय टीम का धन्यवाद करता हूँ कि उन्होंने इस अवसर पर मुझे बोलने का अवसर प्रदान किया, क्योंकि मेरे अधिकांश संबंधित शंकाएं माननीय अध्यक्ष जी ने और प्रीवियस स्पीकर्स ने अपने प्रश्नों में हल कर दी हैं, इसलिए मैं उसको रिपीट ना करता हुआ कुछ बिंदुओं तक ही सीमित रखूंगा। Sir, what is your expansion plan for next 2 to 3 years? Whether your CSR activities include providing natural calamity sufferers? How many women employees are there in the company, and what steps the bank has taken to empower them? What is the whistleblower policy of your company? Sir, what is the advance mix between retail, mid corporate, and large corporates? And what is the revenue mix between retail banking, corporate banking, treasury, and other operations? Sir, there is no branch, I understand, in Ghaziabad region. Are you opening have you any plan to open any branch in our area, Ghaziabad district? Last but not the least, I wish the management, all speaker shareholders, and my co-speaker shareholders a happy festivity season during the ahead, and pray to God for all prosperity in the company and management. Thank you very much. God bless you. Ram Ram ji.
Thank you. I now request our next speaker shareholder, Mr. Hiranand Kotwani, to please accept the prompt on his screen. Mr. Kotwani, please turn on your webcam, unmute yourself and go ahead with your question, please.
Namaste.
Yes, please go ahead, sir.
Yeah, it has given me immense pleasure to join you from Kalyan. I am Hiranand Kotwani. It's a great bank, certainly the public bank. Huge participation of the public is reported. Consistently doing well, but certainly this MD, your qualified part, you are not read because we are not balance sheet physical. The time is there for registration. We can ask for the balance sheet. We have gone electronically. See the little operation, and this chairman has given all the picture, good picture. So little room to ask the question on them, but certainly on the qualified part of the auditor has reported, please explain that. What is the qualified part? Because you say go to the page. How can we go to the page where there is no balance sheet? And at this the meeting, we cannot go to electronically to the page when the mobile is here. So please explain. The gentleman, the bank is doing well, but certainly it is growth is a mute, 6%. We expect this bank competent and sincere people and should increase the operational efficiency and scale. How you are being in that field? Operation efficiency and when this 1000 branch, the 952 branch, 31 branches this year, it is included or excluded? Please explain. When the 1000 branch is opened, please call me. I will come with my own expenditure. No convenience from the bank. It is of my vision, passion to see the 1000 branch of the Karnataka Bank and celebrate. So I will celebrate with you people, but my own cost I will come anywhere in India, not outside India. Let me clarify. So it's a great pleasure. You are giving good dividend. I hope the future will be good and sustainability. And what is the litigation? How many litigations are going on? More than 100 crores or 50 crores. Please narrate that our cases with DRT or NPTL, how many cases are there? How you tackle that with all these. Thank you and good luck ahead. Thank you, gentlemen. Very nice meeting.
Thank you. We'll take that as last speaker shareholder for today. Over to you, Chairman, sir.
Thank you. We have also received a couple of queries through the Q&A chat box, and our team is collating the questions. We'll take it up in a moment. Thank you all members for your queries and suggestions. Now I hand over the forum to the MD and CEO to address the queries raised by the shareholders. Over to you, Mr. Raghavendra Bhatt.
Thank you, Chairman. First of all, let me thank you all for participating through online meeting of AGM and giving a lot of suggestions and inputs for the improvement of the bank. Overall expectation of the shareholders from the meeting, I am of the opinion that the bank has to grow, the business has to grow, improvement in operational efficiency, profit, dividend, cyber security, and other things. Coming to answer the queries raised here, I tell you, first of all, I am thankful to you for reposing confidence on Karnataka Bank. And having worked in this bank earlier stint, I have assumed charge on 16th July. Having known this bank for some years of nearly more than 3 decades, every time, if we analyze the past history of the bank, it was double-digit growth all along, except during COVID period and during the time of demonetization. All other times, the bank was growing fairly well, though there is vast scope for improvement. That concern is well acknowledged, and we will be striving hard for the improvement of business, profitability, and all other parameters where you have expressed your concern. As far as business is concerned, no doubt, we have a business plan, and the concerns which have come, I am pretty sure our CD ratio is not at the comfortable level, or there is vast scope for improvement. Presently, it is 70% plus, and we have a definitely set of target to touch 75% in the near future, and going forward, we have to have 80% of CD ratio, probably by mid next year or 27 March. For that, we have taken a lot of initiative. Why I'm stressing improvement in the CD ratio is, once CD ratio improves, all other connected ratios will start showing improvement, be it interest income, be it NIM, return on asset, return on equity, all these ratios are depending upon the advances. Therefore, our focus is to improve the CD ratio. And yes, NIM has come down slightly, but we have got a definite plan of action to have NIM of 3% plus and return on asset of 1% plus, and we are working in that direction. Some queries also have come with regard to the expenditure. Yes, we are watching that expenditure and taking ultimately the total income, how to improve the income. Improve the income is, one is naturally increasing the income, through fee-based income. Other one is to cut the cost. This cost, some important suggestions also have come. We are at it to reduce the expenditure wherever possible. Some query with regard to the CRAR. CRAR, yes, during the earlier stint, the previous MD, because of his efforts, 1,500 crores capital has been increased. The only thing is business has to be done. It is a task before us. We are at it, for which we have taken certain initiatives. You may be aware that during 2017-18, bank has undertaken the journey of transformation through BCG, KBL Vikas, where RLPC concept was brought. 17-18, the advance has really grown very well, and the next year also it has grown well. For various reasons, then centralization process has come. The growth in the advances has not grown at the expected level. The target for us, or the important idea to grow the advances, is to restart the RLPC, which was started by my predecessor also. 4 regions have been started. 3 regions have been further done after I took charge. It will be extended to all the regions of the bank, total 15 regions, and the total 7 regions have already started contributing well. I am quite sure that whatever business plan bank has taken, that will be achieved. Mainly we are focusing on last year, if you see, the gold loan portfolio has doubled, 4,000 to 8,000 crores. This year also we are targeting to grow under gold loan and RAM, retail, agri, MSME, and MSME, and other areas like MSME service sector as well as manufacturing sector. Once this advanced target is, as I mentioned earlier, definitely we are able to achieve that. And as far as NPA is concerned, we need not worry much about that. It is very much under control. We have got a system of monitoring, regular asset management, where the default is observed from the very first day. So also to monitor the stress account, CRMD, credit monitoring cell, is there in the head office. So also in the regional office, all the regional office, we have got team called CRMT. Through this, we are following up the advances regularly based on the stress category. In addition to that, our legal and recovery team is putting best efforts to recover the NPA. As far as improving of net interest income, net interest margin also, we had some technical return of portfolio. Lot of efforts has gone there to recover the amount under technical return of accounts, which is once recovered, directly contributing to the income. With regard to the cyber security, I can tell you a lot of investment has gone to the IT sector in the last 2 years, and it is mainly for improvement of products and process efficiency and compliance issues. This, whatever investment has gone to the IT, will start yielding the benefits from current year onwards. Going forward, the results we will start getting. Regarding cyber security also, lot of efforts has gone in protecting the interest of the customers. Investment has been made based on the regulatory requirements also, from the security point of view also. With regard to the branch expansion, some suggestion has come. We have a plan of action for opening the branches. Today we are at 955. Taking into account the potential centers, we are expanding at centers where presence is either little less or depending upon the potentiality of the center, metro, urban, semi-urban and rural areas. And Ghaziabad's gentleman was mentioning, definitely we will look into that. We have plans of opening around 30 branches during the current year. We have already opened 4 branches. Then in the remaining period, we have to open the 26 branches. 14 locations have identified, which we are going to open shortly before the end of December. Remaining premises fixation, other things are going on. Definitely, the branches which we are opening at the early days will contribute a lot of additional business also. With regard to the dividend, yes, definitely there is, when we are able to generate good profit, the dividend payout ratio as per the dividend matrix available, we can pay. But taking into account the overall interest of all stakeholders, the board will decide taking into account the regulatory and other requirements and the business perspective. With regard to the complaints redressal mechanism, we have a cell. It is all active. And 2023-24, we had received 3 complaints, 24-25, 3 complaints, 25-26, also 2 complaints under whistleblower and other things. Bank is taking necessary action to redressal the issue or resolve the issues. And definitely we assure you that those things will be addressed. Coming to the couple of questions about the NIM only. NIM, as I mentioned earlier, with regard to the growth in the advances, CD ratio improving to 75-76% during the present current year itself, which is presently at 70%. That is one side. Other side of it is liability side. We have got a strong focus. We have to grow in CASA. Unless and until we are growing in CASA, this NIM cannot be maintained. The asset side, because of the revision, 3 times revision in the interest rates, the asset side is getting repriced immediately, and the liability side will continue till the term deposit will continue till the due date. That is the, it will happen slowly. But things are under control. As far as June quarter is concerned, cost of deposit has come down. Then yield, yes, because of the repricing, we have to improve the credit, and with that improvement in the CD ratio, we are quite confident that spread will be maintained, NIM will be maintained 3% plus, and return on asset 1% plus by coming 31st March 2026. And with regard to the growth plan, yes, there was some mute growth or slow growth, actually 6%, 7% growth in deposits and advances. We should have grown much higher. This previous year is also compared to the COVID period and demonetization period, it is less than double digit. We have got a concern there. I mentioned earlier, lot of investment has gone to IT. Those products, around 15 new products have been launched. Those products with little product improvement and process efficiency, we are quite confident that we will be able to drive better and add value to the business. The growth plan is, yes, definitely we will be having overall growth in the business around 13 to 15% every year, and without fail, we want to achieve that with the proper planning, particularly growth under liability side, CASA and asset side. RAM, I mentioned earlier, along with the gold loan. Gold loan, we have last year gold loan, it was doubled rather. This year per branch, per month, around 600 branches are adding around 1 crore. MSME around 3 crores per branch per month. It depends upon the area of location, and service sector and manufacturing sector, we are going to target the advances growth. Definitely we have to achieve under that. Yes. And if anything is left out, definitely queries have been noted down. Any specific queries are there, if you are sending it, we will be definitely assure you to answer your queries at following in future. Thank you, sir. I will hand it over to you now.
Thank you, Mr. Raghavendra Bhatt. Members may please note that the voting on the e-voting platform will continue to be available for the next 15 minutes. That is up to 12:48 p.m. only for those members who have not yet cast their vote. Therefore, the members who are present in this meeting and have not yet cast their vote may do so. The Board of Directors has appointed Company Secretary Lekha Ashok, partner Mrs. SVJS and Associates, practicing company secretaries, Bangalore, as the scrutinizer to supervise the e-voting process and issue the report. Further, we shall declare e-voting results within the timeline prescribed by SEBI and inform the stock exchanges, and will also place the same on the bank's website. The resolutions as set forth in the notice will be deemed to have been passed in today's AGM, subject to receipt of the requisite majority. I thank all the directors and shareholders for attending the meeting, and I hereby declare the 101st Annual General Meeting as concluded. Thank you.
Thank you.